So multiple female volleyball players were banned from using a locker room after complaining about a transgender student who was born a biological male using the same locker room. One of the students said a complaint was made after the student allegedly made an inappropriate comment while the team was changing. Now, Jenner conceded that the trans student has a right to use the locker room, but also went on to blast the school for taking action against the girls who complained.
Now, does this trans girl have the right under Vermont law to be on the team and to use the locker room? Yes, she does. Do these girls have the right to comment and tell the school board how uncomfortable they are being in a locker room with basically a biological boy with a penis? Absolutely they do. And what is the school's solution to this? Well, let's ban the 10 girls who complain, the complainers, put them off in the corner in their own little part of the locker room, and don't do anything when it comes to this trans person.
Right. This is so incredibly, wow, she's just so special. Anyway, so Jenner went on to suggest that the locker room may be split up as sort of a compromise, and even claims that trans rights in schools really is just a parental rights issue.
If the girls are uncomfortable, and I don't blame them, if I had a daughter, I would want my daughter would be uncomfortable there. So the trans person can obviously use a different area of the locker room and then everybody's happy. But this is a parental rights issue. It is on the ballot. The mama bears and the papa bears out there, they are awake because of COVID. They're seeing what's happening, and they're more invigorated than they've ever been before to vote these people out.
Jenner really seems to be pushing for a separate but equal approach. Anyway, so the mother of the trans student involved shared her side of the story, explaining really that her daughter is being harassed and bullied by fellow students. And the incident really seemed to start in late September when her daughter was changing in the girls' locker room before volleyball practice, when 3 teammates started yelling at her to get out and to stop looking at them, the students alleged. And
it's so funny to me that they bring on a trans woman who has competed in women's golf tournaments to talk about how awful it is that a trans girl is competing in girls' sports. It's really amazing. And, you know, I'm not saying that Caitlyn is on something, but she seemed to, let's say, have a lot of trouble keeping her eyes open throughout that interview. Also, did you catch it when she said, "If I had a daughter"? You know, Caitlyn, if you want to know what it would be like if you had a daughter, specifically, there's a TV show you could check out, though I don't recommend it. Now, the full story that they're talking about, okay? You got high school, you got a volleyball team, and the girls on the volleyball team are in the locker room. One of them is a trans girl. She's getting picked on and bullied by some other girls, and they're all sitting around, Caitlyn and the Fox News host there, they're all sitting around wondering why the trans girl wasn't punished, why she was allowed to stay, and the people picking on her were asked to leave and not use the locker room anymore, to change over there or whatever. Let me see if I can help you with this, okay? So the person being bullied, they don't normally get punished, okay? She was minding their business, wasn't doing anything wrong. She was getting bullied. She was getting picked on. They removed the bullies. That's what happens. It would help if when you came into a situation, you didn't automatically assume that the trans person, no matter what, is the villain.